have your attention, we're ready to start our evening of events. Thank you.
Please stand for the presentation of the colors by our Santa Fe High School NJROTC.
Attention! Airing! Colors! Ready! Hut! Forward! March! Color guard! Halt! Out! Forward! Face! Freeze and colors!
Kearney Elementary School is a pre-K through 5th grade school. Kearney Elementary is a student and community center school where all children, families, and staff members feel safe and welcome. The Kearney community embraces high standards of performance for students and staff, plans instruction collaboratively, and provides rigorous and engaging instruction for their students, pre-K through 6th grade. As a result, Kearney's community involvement is increasing. Staff and student morale is rising. Kids are displaying more positive behaviors while discipline issues are declining, and student at-level proficiency on the DEA assessment has increased 3-fold in reading and 6-fold in math. At this time, with our Raider pride leading us, our principal, Boris Kostagara, elementary school's 1st through 6th grade students in the Pledge of Allegiance in English and Spanish. Please stand tall with our students.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready? Hut! Out! Forward! Face! Forward! March!
Be seated, please. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Teresa Baca, and I'm the Chief of Staff for Santa Fe Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, superintendent, cabinet members, and our Board of Education. and our community, parents and students and community. Thank you for joining us tonight for our 2015 State of the Schools address. Joining me on stage is Maya Griswold. Maya is a Santa Fe High School senior. She plans on attending Arizona next year. She is serving her second year as a student board member on our school board. And throughout tonight, you'll be hearing about our I Love Santa Fe Public Schools, I Love SFPS campaign. It's kind of our theme tonight and our kickoff of our campaign. So Maya's going to tell us a little bit about what she loves about SFPS.
Hi. So I've been in Santa Fe Public Schools since kindergarten when I attended Salazar Elementary, and I've stayed. I'm obviously still clutch. So one thing that I really love about Santa Fe High and has really influenced my life is all the amazing teachers I've had. I've had teachers that I'm still in contact with from elementary school that I go back and I tell them, you know, I'm going to University of Arizona and stuff, and then I have all my high school teachers who have really helped me get where I am today. And now, before I proceed, I would like to introduce the Santa Fe Public Schools Board members. We have Board President Linda Trujillo, Vice President Lori Price, Secretary Lee Pumpkin, Board Member Steve Carrillo, and Board Member Maureen Cashman. Next, we will have a performance by Cynthia Torres. Thomas Cynthia Torres is a proud mixed blood resident of Santa Fe. He is of Oneida, Stockbridge, Moonsig, Mexican, and French descent. Many of his mentors have been of Lakota and Dakota descent from Wisconsin and South Dakota. Cynthia graduated from the Institute of American Indian Arts with a Bachelor's of Art in New Media Art Film in 2013. He is currently the Communities and Schools Site Coordinator at Engage Santa Fe. He will be singing the Lakota Buffalo song. This song, thought to be over 1,000 years old. The song gives thanks to the Buffalo Nation for providing for the people. The song also mentions the strength and perseverance of all the Buffalo and Lakota people, which can be witnessed here in New Mexico as well.
Way
Our next performance will be our Capitol High School Synchronicity group. They're an a cappella ensemble, which is directed by Jeff Owens. This is the second year in this endeavor at Capitol High School. They have performed widely in just a year and a half and will travel in April to the University of Northern Colorado International Jazz Festival in Greeley, Colorado, the largest jazz festival in the world. 3 members of the ensemble auditioned and earned places in the New Mexico Music Educators Association All-State Chorus, the highest honor a high school singer can earn in New Mexico. Yay! Capitol High has never placed more than a singer in the illustrious ensemble. The entire ensemble gained honors in the Northern New Mexico Honor Choir in October as well. They will be singing Sunday morning.
Hi, we're Synchronicity, and our first piece for you tonight will be Santa Maria.
Monitor mic 1, monitor mic 2, monitor mic 3, monitor mic 5, monitor mic 6, monitor mic 7, monitor mic 8.
Monitor mic 9.
Main mic 1, main mic 2, main mic 3, main mic 5, main mic 6, main mic 7, main mic 8.
Main mic 9.
That's reason enough to be in choir. You're a guy.
Misty.
Next, I would like to introduce the board president, Linda Trujillo. Linda Trujillo was born in Tacoma, Washington. She moved to New Mexico in 2002 to work with the ASEAN New Mexico, a nonprofit dedicated to helping entrepreneurs find their full potential. She is currently deputy at the State Record Center and Archive. Before moving to New Mexico, she operated a home childcare, taught Head Start, and managed multiple AmeriCorps programs. She is married to Fabian Trujillo and has 5 children and 3 grandchildren. Ms. Trujillo represents District 4. Please welcome and advocate for our public schools. School Board Member of the Year, Board of Education President Linda Trujillo.
Thank you, Maya. You did a great job, and no, you're not klutzy. Welcome, everybody, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. And the one direction that I was given this evening was to not make my presentation and a short talk more interesting to superintendents. So I promise, Joel, I'll try not to do that. So what do I love about Santa Fe Public Schools? I love the people, I love the students, I love the teachers, but most of all, I love that we're helping to create well-rounded citizens for our community and for the world. That is one of the most important things that we do. And as a board, we take that very, very seriously. And while you have probably heard many of us complain that we don't get enough funding to do all the jobs that we need to have accomplished, I can guarantee you that we take the funding that we have, and just like our principals and our staff in our schools, we make the best use of what we have. So whether you have a student that's in elementary school, in middle school, in high school, or in pre-K, weren't those guys great? I mean, they were fabulous. Last year I had the opportunity to watch a group of pre-K students sing at the Roundhouse, and it was magical. Now my granddaughter was in that group, so it was even more magical, but it's great. But whether you have a child in any one of the grades, or whether you're a teacher or a staff here, you are here this evening because you love Santa Fe Public Schools too, correct? Yes. So I have a quote that I just want to read to you. It's one that I keep very close to me and try to remember as we're making decisions for education. It's a quote by somebody that most of you are probably familiar with, John F. Kennedy. So let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities. Because in each of us, there is a private hope and dream which fulfilled can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation. Those words stand true today. They really do. And so it is with great pleasure that I just say to you, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for making sure that your children are ready for school. I'm so sorry. Thank you for driving the buses and for making sure that if we have children who need mittens, that you give mittens to those kids. Thank you for being a counselor. Thank you for noticing that students in the classroom need your extra assistance. Thank you for being an administrator. Thank you for all the work that you guys do. Thank you for staying late. Try not to make the board meetings too long. Thank you for being a teacher. Thank you for tending to gardens. Thank you for being worried about the energy in our community. Thank you for helping us to reduce the carbon footprint that we have.
All right, there we go. That's even better. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the board, thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. You are all important in the lives of our children, and it's not just a cliche when I say it really does, in fact, take a village to raise a child. So thank you for being here this evening.
Next up, we're going to have a performance by Max Manzanares. Performer Max Manzanares is a native Santa Fean. Max is an ATC student, songwriter, dancer, actor, and musician. Max performed with his first group, Max and the Latin Daddies, for a few years until his musical interest and inspiration led him to form his musical group, Max and the Max Pack. The Max Pack performs jazz classics straight from the Great American Songbook. He is billed as Old Soul Young Heart. Max has performed for Jane Goodall's International Peace Day, Fiesta de los Niños at El Gancho de las Golondrinas, Spanish Market, Pancakes on the Plaza, New Mexico Culture Day at the state capitol, as well as a trumpet performance with world-renowned trumpeters Bobby Shute and Chief Sanchez. Here tonight to sing You Raise Me Up, Max Manzanares.
Hello everybody, how are you all? Awesome, I see a lot of smiles, that's nice. So, it's such an honor to be here. Thank you to Dr. Boyd and all of Santa Fe Public Schools. Slight change in the book. My music director, Bert Dalton, could not be here tonight. So tonight I will be accompanied by the wonderful Kirk Kadish. So could you please give him a round of applause? It's an honor to be here. I hope you love this next song. I know it's one of my favorites, and it was a request by Dr. Boyd. Mr. Kurkita. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Max. That was amazing. We need our own microphone like Max had. That might help. It is silent. I noticed that right when I walked in. So we are going to be introducing our video, which is We Love SFPS. There's a lot to love. So as we began deciding what we were going to do to kick off a campaign and to do the State of Address, we wanted to highlight the accomplishments of our staff and students in our schools, in our district, and our families, and all the things that have been accomplished over the last 3 years. And we found in the course of this work that there was amazing work and milestones completed in this short amount of time. So with the expertise of the video production team of Joseph Abeta, Julie Murray, Andy and Max Manzanetis, the parents of our lovely finger here, we created a video that if you already don't love SFPS, you're going to fall in love with SFPS.
Thank you, Teresa. Hello, Santa Fe. It's great to see you. We've got a lot of great things happening in Santa Fe Public Schools. Students are performing at higher levels, more students are graduating from high school, and more families are choosing Santa Fe Public Schools than ever before. Come see for yourself. There's a lot to love.
I love coming to my daughter's pre-K class and watching her learn and play with all her friends.
We love connecting kids to the community.
I love helping kids of all ages.
I love volunteering so that I can see these students succeed.
We love our volunteers!
We love Santa Fe Public Schools.
Me gusta enseñar en español y en inglés.
¡Sí!
I love science.
I love to read in the library.
What I really love is math.
I love being my school's instructional leader.
I love the medical pathway at Capital.
We're getting ready for our future.
I love the medical program here at Capital High School. It has changed my daughter's life.
We are avid, we are smart, we're successful from the start. We're alive!
We love STEM at the Innovation Academy.
I love cooking and ProStart.
I love being the principal of Capital High School.
I love my second chance being at Engage.
I love the Engage program, it's so amazing.
Love bringing the IB's focus on creativity and innovation to Santa Fe Public Schools.
We love Mandela Schools!
I love that my daughter's getting a well-rounded education.
We love our kids eating healthy.
I love keeping our school organized.
I love and am passionate about working with families and students.
I love keeping our campus secure.
I love getting our kids to school.
I love keeping the children safe.
I love to keep our schools looking good.
I love digital art.
I love the way technology engages my students in the classroom.
We love the Global Warming Express!
We love being green.
We love making our community a better place.
We love and support Santa Fe Public Schools.
We love helping advance our community!
We love Santa Fe Public Schools.
We love Santa Fe Public Schools.
Keep Santa Fe Public Schools.
I love being the fearless leader at ATC.
We love to run.
We love the Jaguars! We love the Demons.
I love using color in my art. We love dance!
We love band.
I love learning guitar at Ortiz Middle School.
I love Santa Fe Public Schools because of their commitment to the arts.
We love acting!
I love the performing arts at Santa Fe High.
We're Urban Safari and we love Santa Fe High.
Yes.
See what I mean? Santa Fe Public Schools, there's a lot to love.
We are Santa Fe! We love Santa Fe Public Schools, Santa
Andrew Salazar has been a student at Engage Santa Fe since September. In the short time he has been at the school, he has demonstrated immense dedication to his academic goals and has impressed his teachers and peers with his leadership ability. After struggling with his own homelessness, Andrew created a group called CHANT, Committee for Homeless and Neglected Teens. With this group, he hopes to address the challenges homeless youth are experiencing. We are very proud of this young man and the bright future that he has ahead of him. Andrew's going to be introducing the superintendent.
Hello everybody. As mentioned before, my name is Andrew Salazar, and I'm a student at Engage Santa Fe. I came to Santa Fe as a lost and homeless youth. I've been in foster care most of my life, but even after all the hard times I faced, I chose to rise above my problems. I've always been one to help people, no matter what, just like the man that I'm here to introduce, our incredibly awesome superintendent of Santa Fe Public Schools, Dr. Joel Boyd. Did you know that Dr. Boyd has a degree in education from Harvard University? Are you kidding me? Harvard? Yo, that's awesome. Hey, I wonder if he was roommates with Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, you never know. Anywho, Dr. Dr. Boyd has been the superintendent of Santa Fe Public Schools since 2012. He's doing an incredible job as superintendent. Everyone knows that. But along with that, he pulls double duty as principal of Engage Santa Fe. It's a program that gives young people like myself who dropped out or fell behind in a traditional school a chance to get their diploma. It gives young adults a better opportunity to succeed and provide for their families they already have or will have in the future. Even though Engage is considered a high school, Dr. Boyd has made it feel like a home. Like we're one big family over there. The man is an awesome guy. No one else in such a short time has made such a good impression on me and positively influenced me like Dr. Boyd has. He's not only good at the business and educational aspects of his job, but he's one of the most supportive and genuine people I have ever met. He truly cares for all of his students and wants them to succeed as much as he possibly can. He also helps out young parents with necessary stuff they need to take care of the kids, like diapers or whatever babies eat, I don't know. Engage provides a safe environment for students and even rewards students for hard work. So yeah, back to Dr. Bort. This guy is awesome. He's very approachable, and I think one reason I get along with him is because he's a delivery friend like me. Just like me, and man, is he funny. He's just a hoot. Not as funny as me though, just kidding. Now I'm gonna give him a proper introduction, WWE style. Hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, standing at 6'3" or so pounds and weighing in at none of your business pounds, the superintendent of the world for Santa Fe, Dr. Joel Boyd.
Good job, man. All right. Yeah, I'm not as funny as Andrew, so if y'all can give him a round of applause again. So I'll tell you, Andrew, you'll never be homeless ever again in your life because you got a home right here in Santa Fe Public Schools, so we're behind you. If we can give another round of applause to Jeff and his, is that a glee club? What do we call that, Jeff? See, it's just synchronicity. I got to tell you this, Jeff is my idol because he's good at everything I'm not. This man tried to show me how to play golf to no avail, but he nailed it on the course and can sing like an angel. And now he has also taught his children to sing. He just came right with me, was that 4 years ago? He's built all of this up himself. So thank you, Jeff, and thank you to the Capitol High School Choir. And where's Sinte? All right, see, I just thought Sinte looked cool walking down the hallway, so I figured, you know, if he looks that cool, he must have some kind of cool skill or something. So he was kind enough to show us his skill during our Thanksgiving festivities a few weeks ago, or just a couple of weeks ago, I guess now. And thank you for sharing with us and creating a more inclusive environment here. We certainly need that in Santa Fe Public Schools, so thank you, Sinte. Now, Max was one of the first students that I met in Santa Fe. I think you were in 7th grade? Yeah. 7th grade, and you know, we had this event where everybody had to come and ask the superintendent, the new superintendent, all kinds of questions, and I had the privilege of meeting Max. He must have been this big, all right, but had a great voice at that time, and you would never think with the amount of talent that this young man has, how humble he is. He's the first kid to say hello if you walk onto the ATC campus. The kid's a straight A student, nailing it in the classroom and nailing it with a microphone, and that is a pretty cool microphone. So let's give him a round of applause. Now, Teresa and Maya and Alma, where's Alma? She's somewhere outside yet, still organizing. Where'd she go? Oh, there you are. All right, these young ladies have really worked hard to organize all of this. So can you guys stand and be recognized? Now, one thing you don't know about Maya, she also happens to be my boss because she's on the school board, all right? But she never lets that go to her head. She only tells me what to do every once in a while, so thank you, Maya. Now, this is my 4th time delivering the State of the Schools address, and I don't know if we've got Barbara Goodwin here, but I know we've got a lot of the communities and schools people. So the first time that I did this, Barbara Goodwin was on the school board, and she let me know immediately afterwards how terrible the whole event was. It just completely missed the mark. We didn't deliver on anything. So I can tell you we really upped the ante with the pageantry of the festivity just in honor of Barbara. So can you just give a round of applause to everybody who participated? Now I'll tell you something else that's changed. Just over the past week, you know, in my mind, I'm still 25 years old, and I figured I'd go out and wrestle with the kids at wrestling practice. You know, wrestling, that used to be my game. I'm less comfortable in a boardroom than I am in the wrestling room, but I quickly found out that I'm no longer 25 years old. So that's also changed in the last 4 years. But I saw our wrestling coaches here. I know we have the Capitol High team here. You guys still over there? There he is. There's Marcos. And all right. Somebody on the team was admiring my shoes. I said, if you win a state title this year, I'll buy you a pair of shoes. So, all right, so that goes for anybody that wants to really compete for a state title, except for Jose. He's already got that kind of accomplished. I can't kind of have him in that game. But the other thing that has changed is when I first got here, people thought of Santa Fe Public Schools as being the lowest performing school district in the state. That's what everybody told me every time I came to a room such as this. Now at that time, only 56% of our children were graduating. Almost double the amount of children across the state that were dropping out in Santa Fe Public Schools. Well, they can no longer say that because now Santa Fe Public Schools is one of the fastest improving school districts in the state of New Mexico. In just 3 short years, we've increased the graduation rate to 64.5%. That's the highest graduation rate in the history of Santa Fe Public Schools. At the same time, we've cut the dropout rate in half. The dropout rate now is less than the state as a whole. Most people look at both of those numbers hand in hand, but really you've got to look at those numbers separately because with the way the state calculates graduation numbers, your graduation rate goes up if you drop out kids more quickly. So all of the kids that we're serving who are at risk and in risk are not supposed to be helping our graduation rate. But just like you heard from Andrew, all of those kids are graduating too. Engage Santa Fe just had its first graduate last month. So usually as superintendent, when you come up here to speak, I think you're supposed to talk through the strategic plan and everything that the school district is doing. But seldom do people talk about our children, and I think that's why we're here. So what I want to do is just take you through the work we've done with our kids to get us to a place where Santa Fe Public Schools is now the fastest improving. Now, we also say that our goal is to be the highest performing, not the fastest improving, so we've got a lot of work yet to do. But that work begins with having high expectations for all of our kids. So as we're increasing the graduation rate, we now also have 50% of our kids in honors and advanced placement courses at our high schools. And in order to get there, every teacher in the room will tell you, give me a kid who's prepared and I can take him to the next level. We've quadrupled the number of children in our early learning seats. We've done that with partnerships across the community with United Way, Presbyterian Medical, and Christus St. Vincent. Can we give them a round of applause? Santa Fe is becoming a leader in what this country is looking to do, which is expand early learning and make sure that every kid who arrives to kindergarten is ready for kindergarten. The greatest economic divide is around early learning. Now, if you think about your children and all of the opportunities that your children have from 0 to 5, traveling to Europe in some cases, at least traveling to Disney World, going to see Mom and Pop-Up in different states, that provides some background knowledge that lends itself to understanding those stories in the classroom. That divide doesn't make its way to our children who are living in poverty, but we can close that gap here in Santa Fe by providing those opportunities through Santa Fe Public Schools, and we're doing it. Now, when I was coming up here, everybody was asking me, what are you going to say about the test? Well, I don't plan to say a whole lot about the test, but I will tell you this. When you have high expectations for your kids, they're going to achieve at every level. We have a school here in Santa Fe that outpaced all the schools in Los Alamos. They have the highest PhD per capita, but we beat them too. That's Wood Gormley Elementary School because everybody surrounding those kids Everybody surrounding our kids at Wood Gormley, tell them what they can do, what they should do, and what they're gonna do. Believing in our kids, making sure that we hold high expectations for our kids, we ensure that all of our kids deliver on those results. Now, the other thing that we've got to do is make sure that our programs are relevant. We've been working to do that across the school district. Now, relevance works in a few ways for us here. So we said we need to be relevant for our families. That relevance for our kids includes empowering our families. So now, more than ever before, our families make decisions for what's going to happen with their kids in our public schools. So we have more of our budget decisions that are in our schools than ever before. Every single one of our schools has an active school advisory council, which includes parents, teachers, and the principal to make decisions for our kids. Now, I often tell the story about when I was in school, and we talked about parental involvement. I struggled in school. I struggled significantly in school, so my mother was always called into school. Usually it was to be told how long I was going to be suspended or how long I was going to be detained at the end of the day. That's not family involvement. I could watch my mother's face and know what was going to happen at home. But she wasn't involved. Now we're giving our parents choices. Choices in which school they go to and choices in which program they have in their school. Nearly 20% of families in Santa Fe now choose the school for their children, whether it be inside their neighborhood or out. "70% of budget decisions in the school are made in the school by parents and teachers and principals in Santa Fe." That's big. But all of it comes down to the relationships that we have with our children. You heard Andrew talk about the importance of relationships for him. I think all of you can think back to the importance of relationships for you. For me, it came down to a wrestling coach. Nobody would have thought that I was on a path to college, no less Harvard, when I got to high school. But I had the good fortune of wrestling with a Hall of Fame wrestling coach who grabbed me by my neck, because that was allowed in those days, and kind of told me what was going to be accepted in school. My mother was always involved. She was a single parent for much of my childhood. She was unemployed, but she ultimately became a teacher. She went back to school and became a teacher. So she knew what she wanted for me, but she needed that partner in school. She found that partner in high school. Now we have support groups here, communities in schools. Where's communities in schools? I thought I heard you hooting and hollering. Now, the structure of communities and schools, they've been a great partner for us, is really around helping to support this notion of relationships. Because all of you know that we live in a segregated community. As much as we want to be in a world-class community, our community is far too segregated still. And all of the resources exist on a different side of town than the children who need them. Communities and Schools works to get those resources to our children, to make sure that our children have everything that they need, even though Andrew didn't quite know what a baby needed. That is very good. Thank you, President Trujillo. Yeah. I took one of Andrew's classmates because she was having a baby and she told me she wanted a bassinet. I didn't know what a bassinet was. So you know what that is? I don't. No, I will. So I took her out to get the bassinet, but so she picked out her bassinet so that she can have what she needs for her child when her child is born. And the meaning of relationships, these youngsters are the youngsters that we say not are at risk, they are in risk. This youngster set herself up a Twitter account just so that she could thank me publicly. But when we have relationships with our kids, when they know who they can go to, they come to school and they excel in school. If they have just one adult in school, we know what we can do to ensure that our children succeed. So our work is about making sure here in Santa Fe that all of our kids have the highest expectations, that we can make programs relevant for them. How many of you know we're bringing VOTEC back to Santa Fe? Because as we establish relationships with our kids and get to know our kids, then we can understand the type of programs that they need. You saw in the video that we established the first International Baccalaureate program because we knew internationalism was something that interested most of our kids. We also learned that our kids are interested in VOTEC not as being a separate course, but as being integral to their school. So with a partnership with the community college, we're bringing VOTEC back in a real way here to Santa Fe. We'll be opening in the fall with a school where not only can kids learn the trades, but they can get an associate's degree at the same time. You see, when I do that publicly, because there's a video camera there, these folks have to deliver on that, so now they don't have a choice. That's how we practice what we call shared accountability, right? But we've got to make the work relevant for our kids, and we're also doing that through making sure that we can integrate technology throughout our coursework. So, now that I learned that I'm no longer a young person after going through wrestling practice, I can talk about when I was your age. So, when I was your age, we used to use a notebook. We had one of those spiral, it used to be those black and white marble notebooks. Everybody remember those? We used to have Trapper Keepers. Nobody remembers those ones, do they? You know that, Alma? But now our kids have Chromebooks and they have iPads, but only if they can afford them. Well, now what happens to the youngsters who cannot? Now some kids, those kids who can afford, have access to a world of knowledge outside of school. Whereas the vast majority of our youngsters, if we can't provide it in school, may be left behind. But instead, this school board has chosen to vote to approve a technology opportunity for our children that makes sure that provides all of our kids with access to technology and access to the world of knowledge that exists. But as we're expanding choice for our families, as we're increasing the level of autonomy that our schools have, and as we're increasing this notion of accountability, there's still a lot of work to do. It's still going to take us over 100 years before all of our kids are performing at grade level if we stay at the same pace that we are right now. And for some of our kids, youngsters with special needs, youngsters coming from low-income families, youngsters coming with English as a second language, those numbers are even more dire. So we have some work to do. We've got a significant amount of work to do. Where are my principals? Let's give them a round of applause. And how about my teachers? Because I know I see a golden apple recipient in front of me. So our principals, our charge here is to make sure you understand all of your kids. Know your children's names. Know their heart and know their families. Understand their needs and let's meet their needs each and every day. For our parents, join the School Advisory Council. Come out and get involved. You have the opportunity to make decisions. Come out and lend that voice to the process. And for our community, we need your vote. We've got an election coming up in February. I can't tell you how to vote, but I'm going to guess you think you know already. So come out to vote. Make sure you can lend your vote to the community here and make sure that our kids get all the resources that they can. Now, I knew President Trujillo was good for quotes, so I had to make sure that I brought a quote with me. But I come from Philadelphia, and the person you quote in Philadelphia is Rocky Balboa. So Rocky says in, I think it's Rocky IV, the one where he fights the Russian. Everybody seen these movies? If you haven't, make sure they got Netflix now, right? All right. He says something along the lines where, if America can change and Russia can change, the entire world can change. He says that at the end. In our instance here, I say, if the community can continue to support us and our schools can continue to improve, then we truly can create a world-class city here in Santa Fe. Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Dr. Boyd, Coach Alvin and his team have something for you. So if you want to stand up, I think they want to give you something here.
Oh, thank you. Where do you want me to put that?
Thank you. So, we're already prepared. Jeff Owens' group is going to sing for us again.
mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. Sunday morning rain is falling and I'm calling out to you. Singing someday it will lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning. I never wanna leave. Fingers trace your every outline. Paint a picture with my hands. Back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather, still together when that may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning. I never wanna leave. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, but things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. Sunday morning rain is falling and I'm calling out to you. Singing someday it will lead me back to you. Find a way to bring myself back home to you. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave. Baby, you are all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave.
So thank you for coming out tonight. First, I would like to thank all the students who came out to help out. We have the Capitol High cheerleaders. And then we also have the Capitol High wrestling team. And earlier, the Santa Fe High soccer team was here.
So that concludes our 2015 State of the Schools address. Thank you everybody for being here and showing your support for Santa Fe Public Schools and our children and our families. And we have hors d'oeuvres and tea and water in the back, so we hope you stay and mingle and share conversation. So thank you again for everybody for being here.